Hello friends. Now let us take up the concept number 2.4 in the basic spool chapter number 2, know your programming media. This is about high level languages. In the previous concepts I explained the features and functionalities of low level languages. The low level languages are classified into machine languages and assembly languages. Actually, those are processor friendly. Actually, those are developed in a binary pattern or closer to binary pattern using mnemonics. That's why execution is faster. But the limitation is those are mission specific. Machine specific. That means whatever code, whatever language we develop on one mission does not work on other mission. So it is mission specific. That's why in order to overcome that limitation, high level languages are developed. High level languages are programmer friendly. That means actually there are two processes. One is development of the program, second one is execution of the program. As far as low level languages are concerned, execution is faster. But programmers face a lot of difficulty because in machine languages they have to remember or refer all the bit patterns, and as far as assembly languages also they have to refer mnemonics, and they have to write lot of code for a simple instructions also. That's why programmers have to spend a lot of time for program development, and debugging is also a difficult task. Actually, if programmers are not interested and students are not interested to learn a language, it is very difficult for developing programmers. If programmers are not available, industry never grow. So these high level languages are very programmer friendly, and that's why students are very much inclined to learn the languages, high level languages. The high level languages formed with short form of English coined words, mathematical symbols, punctuations, and all that. That's why very easily you can remember the code. Very easily you can remember the elements of the language. That's why you can develop instructions, computer language instructions very easily. You know that a set of instructions is a program. Okay, that's why programs are developed very easily. Number two is enormous tasks also can be performed by writing simple instructions. That is the smartness of high level languages, and students are very much interested. Very easily they learn high level languages comparatively with the low level languages. But here also one limitation is there. Actually, this should be a trade off. Actually, low level languages are mission friendly because the processor can understand them directly, or with a little overhead, little translation they can understand. As far as high level languages are concerned, these are programmer friendly. Programmer friendly. These are all almost like English words, English coined words, mathematical symbols, punctuation marks, and all that. As you know that computers language is binary. Computers language is binary. Now, if you develop code in English like words, in mathematical symbols and all that, how computer can understand that? Suppose you know Hindi only, I know English only. If I speak in English, how can you understand that? You do not know English. So, what should we do? We have to appoint a translator who knows both the languages, English and Hindi. Whatever I speak in English, the translator translates in Hindi, and then you can understand. And whatever questions you ask and all that, then again it translates back into English, and then I can understand and respond to that. Here also the same mechanism in high level languages actually in order to make it programmer friendly, these were developed in English like language and mathematical symbols. That's why in order to convert into machine language, that means binary code, one translated program is required. That translated program is called compiler. Compiler is a translator software. So whatever code we write in high level language, that is translated by the compiler into machine language. Machine language is the mother tongue of the machine. That's why it executes. Simple way. Suppose you have written A. Simple way I am explaining. You have written A. This is the human language symbol, but computer cannot understand it directly. So what compiler does? The corresponding binary code of A is this. Then compiler translates A into this form, binary pattern, and provides it to the processor. Then processor, the design engineer, developed the processor so as to enable it to understand this one as A. In turn, A is displayed. So that is the process. So the compiler's job is whatever code we write in a high level language, it translates into machine language, low level language, and the processor can understand that and executes it. And that is the mechanism you have to understand. Here there are a big set of a large number of high level languages, and I will introduce a few languages. They are Fortran and Algol, and these are meant for scientific and engineering purposes. And COBOL. COBOL language is meant for business purpose, and BASIC. BASIC language is meant for business, education, and scientific purposes. And Pascal and C language. Pascal and C language are developed as general purpose language. Actually, whatever language I explained, those are specific. COBOL is meant for business. Algol or Fortran is meant for engineering and scientific purpose. But as far as Pascal and C are concerned, those are general purpose language. General purpose means what you may be a scientist, or you may be a professor, you may be a businessman. For all the purposes, you can use mainly C language. In 1972, it was developed with the first complete general purpose language. Subsequently, Java, C Sharp, etc. languages were developed. These languages also general purpose languages, but with the additional facility are these are used as internet languages. Remember that all these are high level languages. There are two great advantages we derive through high level programs. The first one is it is very easy to learn comparatively with the low level languages. High level languages are learned very easily because high level languages are formed with English coined words, mathematical symbols, mathematical formula, and other punctuation marks. So being humans, these are closer to human languages, we can remember them very well, very easily. That's why students are inclined to learn languages and all that, and they are transformed as programmers. That's why industry can get many efficient programmers. That's why industry grows. Understand? Here, just for example, how you write formula in mathematics. Similar way in high level programs you write formula. Just for example, you see total marks of a student. Total marks is equal to, there are, let us say there are 3 papers. Paper 1, marks in paper 1, marks in paper 2, marks in paper 3. Like this, a formula you can write in a high level program. Suppose average marks, average marks, average marks is equal to, you know the formula in mathematics, total marks by 3. In this manner you can write. You are well versed with the mathematics. From the class 1 onwards you are studying mathematics. All the mathematical formula how you are using with simple changes you can use in high level programs. That's why it is very easy for you to develop programs. Okay, in this one very important point I have to tell you. Actually, if you take low level languages, one program development time is more, because it is very difficult for you to remember. You have to refer. Then here program development time is more. Actually, we have to classify whatever times are involved in program development execution in 3 levels. First one is program development time. Development time means you can understand as writing time, writing program. Second one, compilation. This is translation. Third one, execution. If you divide all the times into three parts, that is program development time, writing the program, program compilation time, and program execution time. Now let us compare low level languages and high level languages. Then it gives you clear picture of or pros and cons of low level languages and high level languages. In low level languages, program development time is more, because programmer being a human, it is very difficult for him to remember binary patterns or mnemonics and all that, and they have to write big huge code. Suppose if you have to develop an assembly language program, for a simple instruction also you have to write lot of code. That's why this time is more. Okay, now there is no compilation, because machine language directly understood by a processor, there is no compilation. Even assembly languages if you take also, it is the translation time, the assembler takes a minimum time, it is negligible. That's why you can ignore this, compilation time is not there. Ultimately execution time, it is in the machine code, whatever time a processor takes depending on its capacity, and it takes, then it is uniform. Okay, now let us take high level languages. As far as high level languages are concerned, these are very close to human languages. That's why this is very less. This is very less comparative with the low level languages. And here translation process. Actually, because of the translation, millions of operations should be done in order to translate high level language code into machine language code. Lot of process, millions of operations should be done. So compilation time is a big overhead. This is there. It is absent in low level languages. Once it is converted into machine language, this is uniform. So by this table you can understand what are the pros and cons of low level languages and high level languages. But we want to develop, we are giving more priority to the human than the machine. Then we are focusing on high level languages, and dozens of high level languages are being developed. Okay, comparatively with the position with the previous days and now, computers have become so efficient, millions of times efficient than the earlier missions and all that. That's why we need not much bother about the mission. We have to bother about the human, and we have to develop many programmers. Then only industry will grow. So first this point you must remember. Okay, and that is the first advantage. And mission high level languages are mission independent.